Right.
Oh, yeah.
And you heard about predictive, what do you call it? Programming, right? Like where they're telling you all these things before you know them. So by the time you see them, they become so normal.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like,
of course.
Of course. It's always been happening. And I think about it, and it's insane how many stories on TikTok, there's a video on TikTok about this guy who's interviewed. Now, granted, you cannot take TikTok too serious. It's not God's word. I mean, it is God's word to some knuckleheads, but it's not God's word. But there's an interview of this guy who's interviewing a guy who's about to enter into one of these tunnels with a semi-truck. Full of stuff. He says some craft, whatever that means. Well, there's a storage facility that houses craft stuff in the middle of the mountains. Yeah. Because they say it's a giant thermal cooling station for all of those things, because the bills are lower because you don't have to cool or heat the property that much. But the point is, the guy asked him and said, so how far do you have, what is the longest you have driven to deliver your payload, to deliver the truck that you have with you? And he said, the longest I travel is about 100 miles.
I believe it.
And he said, I think there was somewhere in the East Coast. I don't have the video with me, but he said, so from here to New England, that's like as far as like, something like that. And he's like under. He's just recording with his cell phone, right? And he says just underground. It's like you go there. It's 100 miles there or back, but then there to deliver the payload,
right?
And then coming back out.
And we're not talking about the Tesla tunnels, which I just saw.
Oh, the Tesla tunnels. No, those are
these little.
We're talking massive cities and massive spaces. And the more I look into that, we call them, they're preparing for the Doomsday scenario.
Yeah. Right.
What is the Doomsday scenario?
Well, what I think they've tried to sell us is definitely nuclear war. They've decided that it's supposed to be nuclear war. I personally don't think that nuclear war will happen in our time. When I say our time,
maybe. I think once the first nuclear weapon is out, I have to remember, like, technology.
Our time as the age of the church?
Yeah, like.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I think we're close.
You send me a postcard.
I mean.
Let me know how it goes. Like, hey,
no. Like, I don't know. I think I was on social media. Sometimes during work, I go through social media.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I look for the comedy, funny stuff, but sometimes, I have conspiracy things on my social media as well.
Sometimes.
Conspirators.
Yes. So, of course, the underground tunnels, they were saying, like, the quote-unquote elites have been spending, I don't know how much money over the past, I don't know how many years, where they have underground tunnels. Yes.
But he's got numbers for you.
Real quick, do we believe that California has an underground city?
I do.
Okay.
Sure. I do. Because back in the 1950s, it was already being investigated by a guy who was also suspicious, like, what's going on down here, and it was published in newspapers in the LA Times back in the 1950s, 1960s, 1970s.
Right.